Hi there, welcome. My name is Kalymnios from the Thought Gym, and welcome to today's yoga class where we're just going to do a quick energizing flow for the morning just to wake us up, get us ready for the day. So let's come to start in a seated position for now. Sitting cross-legged or on your heels or in a chair, whatever is going to be more comfortable for you. Allow the fleshy bits to be removed from your buttocks so you've got a little bit more of the seat here. Spine nice and long, neck relaxed, shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed, temple, frown, everything relaxed. Closing your eyes and just starting to notice your breath. Closing the mouth and breathing in and out through the nostrils. Don't try and force the breath anywhere right now. Just allow it to be. Notice what's going on for you today. Maybe you're doing this practice at the beginning of your day. How's your body slept? Maybe it's at the end of the day. How's your body been behaving today? Maybe it's just in the morning or the afternoon. Doesn't matter. But get a sense for where your body is right now. Without judgment, without expectation of what it can and can't do. And bringing your hands into prayer position in front of the heart center. Taking a nice big deep inhale. Letting it out with a sigh. 2 more times. So we'll take a nice big deep in breath. Sighing it out. 1 more time. Bowing the head, fluttering the eyes open and coming into the space. I'm going to start in tabletop position. So knees underneath the hips, shoulders, elbows, wrists all in a line. Gaze is between the thumbs, just in the center point here. Nice neutral spine here. Inhale, draws the shoulder blades back, tilts the tailbone up and gaze comes forward. As you exhale, you push through the floor, around the upper spine, bring the pelvis towards the front of the mat and look towards the navel. Inhale takes you forward, again dipping the belly, drawing the shoulder blades back, rotating the elbow creases forward. Exhale, drawing the gaze towards the belly button, pushing the floor away, rounding the spine. Inhaling forwards, exhaling backwards. Good, 1 more time. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back. And now we're going to keep the eyes closed and we're going to just start to move in the confines of the space that we've got. So feet, knees, hands on the floor, and just start to move the body in whichever way it wants. So maybe you're snaking the body, maybe you're coming back onto your heels a bit, taking some rotations over the wrists. Maybe you're bending the elbows and moving that way. Close the eyes and let your body feel what it wants to do in this position. Maybe you want to spend longer on one side than the other because that feels a bit tighter. Just keep the knees, the feet and the hands exactly where they are, and then within that restriction, move in whichever way you feel you want to right now. Yeah, and then slowly start to come back to that forward and backward downward cat-cow position, sorry. You come into that and then you open the eyes and you come into a nice neutral position. From here we're going to warm up the wrists, so we're going to take small rotations over the fingers, drawing the shoulders over the fingertips, getting gradually bigger and bigger. Maybe you decide to come all the way to your heels, maybe not. And then we start to take small rotations in the other direction. So keeping awareness into the sensations in our wrists, warming them up. Then we're going to turn our fingertips out to the edges of the mat. Elbows or heels of the hand facing each other, and we're going to take small rotations here again. So bringing the shoulders over the thumbs and back. Again, you might get bigger and bigger here as you bring the hips back down to the floor. And then you start to take it the other way. So we're doing somewhere between 5 and 10 in each rotation. Not really counting, just getting a feel for the body. Good. And then we're going to turn the fingertips all the way around so that they point towards the knees. Some of you, or you might be just here, doesn't really matter, just wherever is comfortable. Now, this might be way strong enough. Otherwise, you can take some rocking forward and backward motions, or even some side to side or circles. If you're taking circles, try and go both ways. Good. And then we're going to turn all the way in the other way. So we're going to turn the hands in. It probably won't go all the way towards the toes, but you go to wherever you can go. And again, just get a sense here, some rotations one way, some rotations the other way. Yeah. And then pressing the backs of the hands to the floor, one, and then replace. Place the back of the hand to the floor, and then replace. So we're back into our cat-cow position. From here, both hands, backs of the hands on the floor, knees on the ground here. And we'll take some little push-ups. So you might just come down like this, or you might come all the way down to the ground. Okay? The closer your knees are, generally, to your hands, and they'll probably be in the same position that we were before, the easier this will be. Obviously, if you're on the toes, it'll be even harder. So we take some little push-ups here. Good. And then releasing the hands. 10 quick fingertip push-ups just to strengthen the fingers. So we go up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then just to warm up the shoulders a little bit, we're going to keep our elbows locked in, and we're going to draw the chest towards the mat and then push back up. So draw the chest towards the mat. So it's like a push-up, but without actually bending the elbows at all. So you're sinking down, you're pushing back up, sinking down, pushing back up. So we're just opening up any tightness here as we sink down, push up, sink down, push up, sink down, push up. Good. Okay, fingers nice and spread, toes tucked, index finger or middle finger pointing forward. From here, tucking the toes, hovering the knees an inch off the ground, slowly starting to draw your chest towards your thighs as you draw your hips up towards the skies. Now, this is a really bent downward dog. You may need to start to adjust your hands, your feet, walk them back a little bit. Start to walk on the spot, pedaling the feet, drawing one heel down towards the floor and then the other one. Finding maybe a little bit of stillness. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling as you draw the hips up towards the back top corner, maybe of the room that you're in. Spinning those elbow creases or the biceps towards the front of the mat, opening up the back of the shoulders. Gaze towards the navel or in between the knees. Drawing the hips up towards the sky. Slight pigeon toe of the feet so the heels, you can't really see the insides of the heels so much. And then we're going to start to walk very slowly towards the front of the mat. So tiny little steps, tiny little steps, tiny little steps, tiny little steps, until we come into a forward fold at the front of our mat. You can have your feet separated about a fist width apart, or if you're comfortable, you can have your feet together, toes touching, heels slightly apart. And then from here, soft knees to begin with, grab hold of opposite elbows, maybe swing like a pendulum from side to side. Maybe close the eyes, maybe keep them open. If you close the eyes, it may be a little bit trickier for you. Good. And gently softening the knees, rolling up vertebra by vertebra, Arms come over the head, gaze towards the hands, and then just release them into Tadasana, mountain pose. So draw the shoulder blades down the back, palms nice and open, thighs engaged, glutes engaged, inner thighs turning outwards as we come to start our first sun salutation here. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Exhale as you swan dive, bending the knees, keeping the back nice and straight, sinking all the way down towards the floor. Inhale brings you up to halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the right leg back, lowering the right knee towards the ground here. Keeping the left knee over the ankle here. As we inhale, arms come up towards the sky. And as we exhale, we draw the hands back down towards the floor. We straighten the front leg. We raise the toes of that left leg, the front leg, yeah. And then you draw that left hip back as you start to straighten that front leg. Drawing the toes, the foot towards the shin, finding a nice hamstring stretch here. Good. Inhale brings you back up to your low crescent lunge here. Exhale, cactus in the hands, squaring the elbow, so creating a right angle with the elbows here. As you squeeze the shoulder blades, draw the hips forward, looking up towards the sky. Inhale brings you back up with the arms. Exhale, you've got to twist and open towards the right hand side here. So our hands are nice and spread, our fingers nice and spread here. Good. Looking over maybe even your right shoulder. Inhale brings you back up towards the sky with the hands. Exhale, rotate towards the left, and this time using stop signs with your hands here. So pressing the heels of your hands away from each other, looking over that left arm here. Good. Inhale brings you back up. Good. Exhale frames the front foot here. From here, we're going to keep the right hand rooted to the ground. Inhale the left hand up for an easy twist. Again, look towards the left hand if your neck allows. If not, you can look back down towards the floor or towards the side. Good. Inhale in here. And as you exhale, bring the left hand inside of the left foot. And inhale draws the right hand up to the sky. Twist in here. Yeah. Releasing the hand down towards the ground. Framing the front foot. Stepping the left knee back. Inhale here. We're going to take a knees, chest, chin or a half chaturanga. So we draw the chest forwards. We bend the elbows, draw the elbows in towards the ribs, exhaling all the way down. Inhale brings you into a baby cobra. So draw the shoulder blades down the back, rise up, gazing forwards. Exhale, tucking the chin, rounding through the spine, rolling back, taking the child's pose momentarily, and then tucking the toes, coming into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, have a little walk of the dog here, if you wish. Maybe taking a nice big deep in-breath. Keeping the lips together as you flubber through the lips. One more time, inhale. Good. Inhale draws the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog here. From here, bending the knee, stacking the right hip over the left and opening up into our, kind of like our, I can't remember the name of it now, but our peeing dog, as it were. So drawing that left heel down, trying to keep the foot straight, try and keep both pressure through the hands equal. Good. And inhale brings you to three-legged dog. Exhale steps that right leg through between the hands, lower the knee towards the ground here. Okay, so again, right knee over right ankle. Inhale draws the arms up towards the sky. And exhale interlaces the hands behind the back. Okay, so you're interlacing the hands behind the back, pointing the fingers like a pistol down towards the ground as you shoot the gun all the way down towards the floor, drawing the chest up towards the sky. Shoulder blades nice and open. then inhale, rise up. Exhale as you frame the front foot, step in the left leg to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Bending the knees, rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Spine elevates, arms come over the head, taking a gentle back bend here, engaging the glutes and the thighs to protect the lower back. Options are otherwise to separate the feet and even bring the hands towards the lower back if you want to take a back bend supported instead. Otherwise, if you're in a general back bend, inhale and then exhale, swan diving, bent legs, flat back all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale, as this time you step the left leg back, releasing the left knee towards the ground. Again, right knee over right ankle here. Inhale, brings the arms up towards the sky. Exhale as you frame the front foot, drawing the right hip back, lifting through the foot, the right foot, drawing that right foot towards the shin as you find maybe a little bit of a stretch along the underside of the right leg here. Good. Breathe. Good. Inhale brings you back up. Exhale, cactus in the hands, squeezing the shoulder blades, activating the fingers, elbows at 90 degrees, drawing up towards the sky. Inhale in here. Inhale brings you your arms up. Exhale as you turn towards the left, fingers nice and spread, as if you're high-fiving two people almost on the left side, looking over the left arm, remembering to breathe. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, both arms up. Exhale as you rotate towards the right. This time we're going to create those stop signs with the hands. So we're pushing the heels of the hands away from each other. We're looking over the right hand and we are enjoying the moment. Inhale brings the arms up towards the sky. Good. And then exhale, framing the front foot. Root the left hand down. Inhale, right hand up towards the side as an easy twist envelops. So looking towards the right hand, rooting down through the left hand, almost like twisting with that left hand. Good. And then releasing the right hand inside of the right foot. Inhale, left arm up towards the sky, taking a twist the other way. Okay. Trikonasana style twist. Good. And releasing the hand down towards the ground, stepping the right knee back. Inhale here, elbows tuck in towards the ribs, keep the elbows over the wrists as you come forward into your half chaturanga, lowering down. Inhale into the baby cobra, maybe a slightly higher cobra. Exhale, tucks the chin, rounds through the spine, brings the hips back towards the heels. Maybe taking a child's pose temporarily here. And then tucking the toes, elevating the hips, coming into our downward facing dog. So index finger or middle finger pointed forward, pressure going through the backs of the knuckles here, not all in the wrists. Rotating the elbow creases and the biceps towards the front, opening up the back of the shoulders. Remembering to breathe, maybe having a little pedal through the feet before you start to sit and relax. I say sit, I mean sit in the position. Asana is a seat after all. And then inhale, keep the lips together as you flubber the lip. Inhale in. Let's do one more. Inhale. Left leg rises up on the inhale, three-legged dog here. And bending the knee, opening up, the hips are stacking the left hip over the right. Trying to keep the right foot in the same position. Try and keep pressure going through both hands equally as best as possible. Really opening up, stacking that left hip over the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale brings the foot back into three-legged dog. Exhale, step that left leg between the hands. lower the right knee towards the ground here. Inhale brings the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to interlace the hands. Again, this time the opposite way. So if you normally interlace like this, you're going to do it the awkward way, the way that feels awkward to you. So this way feels a bit more awkward to me than this way. So you're moving every digit one along. Index fingers pointing towards the ground here. As we draw the fingers down the back body, chest is pulling up towards the sky. Right hip flexor is opening up here as we lean into that front knee, or we put the weight towards the front foot. Releasing the hands, inhaling arms up. Exhale, framing the front foot, stepping the right leg to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. Bending the knees, rolling up vertebra by vertebra here. Arms come over the head, inhaling up. And then exhale, this time swan diving, maybe straight legs all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale as we step the right leg back. Keep the knee elevated is now the option or the invitation to you. Left knee over left ankle. Inhale, crescent lunge as we rise up into our crescent lunge. Exhale, we're going to frame the front foot. Okay, so you may need to keep your legs bent. You may need to bring your back foot in slightly. But if not, and you're still in that lunge position, then you're going to start to straighten, take pyramid pose, start to straighten that left leg. Draw the toes towards the shin, the foot towards the shin. Drawing that left hip back, the right hip forward. Keeping that back foot rooted down maybe as well. And bringing the chest towards the thigh. Option here is, of course, to keep the foot, the left foot on the floor and keeping the left knee bent and just pulling it back as much as you feel comfortable. You raise the foot, you lower the back foot, you bring the chest towards the thighs. Then inhale brings you back up to crescent lunge. Exhale is that cactusing of the hands. So we bring our hands to right angles, we activate our fingers, we open the chest, we look towards the sky, we have a solid back leg, left knee is over left ankle here. Yeah. Inhale brings the arms up. Exhale, you do an easy twist towards the right hand side. So for now, thumbs are pointing up, fingers are nice and spread, shoulder blades are drawing down the back body, looking over the right hand. Inhale brings the arms up. Oh, we have a little wobble here. Exhale, we twist towards the left. We create those stop signs with the hands. Good. Really pushing the heels of the hands away from each other, looking over the left arm. Inhale brings the arms up. Exhale, framing the front foot. Inhale, easy twist. Left hand comes up towards the sky. Okay, rooting down through that right hand, looking up towards the left hand, or looking down if your neck hurts. Next, exhale, roots the left hand inside of the left foot. Now the back heel is raised, so lower the back heel as you create a slight angle with the foot. So we're almost like in a warrior 2 setup. And then left arm and left shin are lined up. Inhale, draw the right hand up towards the sky. Taking the twist here. Then releasing the right hand down, framing the front foot, stepping the left leg back. High plank. So again, option is to come onto the knees here if you feel like you want it. Otherwise, shift the weight forward slightly, bring the elbows tucked in towards the ribs, lower down to shoulders come to about elbow height here. Turn over the toes as you elevate on the inhale up into upward dog. Thighs engaged off the ground, gazing forwards. Exhale, tucking the chin, rolling through the spine, rolling all the way up, and then turning over the toes one at a time here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, draws the right leg up towards the sky, and then bending the knee, opening up the hip like we did before. Option is to stay here, or if you wish to take wild thing, you come onto the fingertips of your right hand, Shift the weight forward slightly, so you're trying to draw your left shoulder over your left wrist, and then you lower the right foot as you come and spiral onto the outer blade of the left foot. Extend the right hand away from you, activate the fingers, look towards the wrist, and make sure that your left shoulder is over your left wrist, giving you nice stability, elevating the hips nice and high. From here, as slow as you can, you come into almost like a side plank. You balance almost on one hand and one leg, and then you lower the right hand, three-legged dog, and then exhale brings you into that long lunge that we were in before, but on the other side now. Inhaling the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, we interlace the fingers, draw them down the back. Index fingers are pointing down. Inhaling up. Good. And then exhale as we frame the front foot, stepping the left leg through to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. This time straight legs, straight back. Reverse swan dive, coming back up into our back bend. Engage the glutes and the thighs. Exhale brings you all the way down, swan diving all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands to shins or thighs. Exhale brings the left leg back, long lunge here. From here, inhale, arms up towards the sky. And exhale as you frame the front foot, straightening that right leg, lifting the foot, so stay on the heel of the right foot, take the heel of the left foot down towards the ground, draw the right hip back, the left hip forwards, lower the chest towards the shin, and find your pyramid pose. Again, if it's too strong for you, you're going to lower the foot, bend the knee slightly, and then you start to work that straight yourself until you find comfort in being able to keep the foot off the ground and the heel on the floor and the leg straight instead. And then inhale back into our long lunge. Arms continue up on the inhale. Exhale, separates the hands, turn towards the left. Ooh, the balance is going off for me today. Okay. Inhale, arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale as we turn, create that stop sign with the hands as we twist over the right hand side, pushing the heels away, lowering the shoulders down the back body, or the shoulder blades down the back body. Inhale, arms come up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, framing the front foot. Inhale, left hand stays rooted, right hand roots up towards the sky. Easy twist here. Again, looking over the right shoulder towards the right hand. Draw the shoulder blades down the back body. That left hand that's rooting down, you're almost like trying to open a jar of pickles or something, so you're rotating that out slightly. That's going to be important for our wild thing positioning. Yeah, and then we release the right hand inside of the right leg, remembering the arm and the leg line up. Back heel plugs back down onto the floor. Inhale brings the left hand up to the sky. Twisting here. And then releasing the hands down, framing the front foot, unplugging the back foot, and stepping back, high plank, or ready for our chaturanga. Again, knees are the option here. Otherwise, shift the weight forward slightly, lower the shoulders to elbow height, keeping the elbows tucked in towards the ribs here. Turn over the feet. Inhale, draw the chest forwards. Thighs engaged, glutes engaged, gazes forwards. Exhale, touch the chin, push through the shoulder blades, round through, and come back into our downward facing dog here. Okay, index finger, middle finger pointing forward, elbow creases pointing forwards, biceps rotating forwards, opening up the back of the shoulders. From here, inhale, left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bending the knee, opening up the hip here. Now we're going to start to come onto the fingertips of the left hand. Shift the weight forward so the right shoulder is over the right wrist. We start to slowly open up, lower the heel, lower the left foot to the ground, extend the left hand up and over, palms facing down. Just check that the right shoulder is over the right wrist. Elevate the hips nice and high, toes of the left foot, outer blade of the right foot, right leg is nice and straight. Now to come back, we take it nice and slow, we hover, we bring that left knee up, then we release the left hand to the floor, swivel on the back foot, inhale brings you into three-legged dog, exhale steps it through into your long lunge. Inhale brings the arms up towards the sky, exhale, this time the interlace of the fingers is the opposite way from your normal pattern and your index finger is pointing down. As you open up the shoulders, or open up the chest even, looking up towards the sky. Almost done, almost done. Inhale, arms up. Exhale as you step the right leg forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down. And then reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. And then Tadasana, mountain pose here. Taking a moment with the eyes closed, focusing on the breath. And then one more time as we inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive all the way down towards the ground. And then step, or you can hop or float back into high plank. Knees, chest and chin, or full chaturanga down. Upward dog or cobra comes back up and roll back, downward facing dog. From here, bending the knees, looking between the hands and stepping or jumping through to a seated position here. A couple of easy little twists to finish off with. Extend if I'm mirroring you, so extend your right leg out and take your left foot over your right leg. From here, you can stay here and just hug that the left knee in. Otherwise, root the left hand down the spine and twist, easy twist here. Keep that lengthened leg, which will probably be your right leg, active as if you're standing on the floor here. If you want a little bit more, you can inhale the right hand up, exhale the elbow outside of the left thigh and twist here. Draw the shoulder blades down the back body, open up the chest. Inhale, imagine you're being pulled up through the crown of your head. Exhale as you twist further and further. Then releasing, taking the counter pose to the other side, so both hands and the forehead bows towards the opposite side. Okay, so if you're mirroring me, now I'm straightening my right leg, but for you, you've got to straighten your left leg, cross your right leg over, whatever the opposite side is to what you did before. Notice how my foot is active, my thigh is active on the lengthened leg. Again, you can just simply hug the leg in towards you. Use the right hand to root down. Or if you want a little bit of a stronger twist, you inhale the right hand up and you exhale and twist, hooking the elbow in here instead. Remember, with each inhale, imagine the lengthening of that spine. Each exhale, you're twisting like you're wringing out a towel is effectively the thing that you're trying to think of here. And then releasing, taking counter pose to the other side. Yeah, and then straightening both legs, bending the knees, getting the chest onto the thighs here, grabbing hold of the outer edges of the foot. And you just gotta have a little back stretching exercise here. Slowly pushing your feet away from you as you come down, keeping the chest tied in towards the thighs. Good. And then just releasing And slowly making your way onto your back. And then bringing the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a hug. And then from there, grabbing hold of the outer edges of the feet, coming into happy baby. So soles of the feet to the sky, knees come down towards the floor, behind the armpits. And again, I say it's called happy baby, not totally serious yoga baby. So you can put a smile on your face first and foremost. And then you can just slowly rock from side to side, giving yourself a little bit of a gentle massage here. If you want, you can tuck the chin in, round the lower back, and rock forwards and backwards a little bit. That's also an option for you. Okay. Otherwise, you can just stay in a normal position, or you can pull one knee down even further towards the floor as you stretch the other leg up and away. So almost like you're pulling a bow and arrow, and take the opposite as well. So you pull one knee down, extend the other leg up as if you're pulling a bow and arrow, and finally you can take it back to the normal starting position, bringing the soles of the feet together as you slowly lower the feet towards the ground, creating a diamond shape with your legs here, allowing the knees to open up. And then from here, taking the right leg and lifting it up and out of the hip socket as you extend the right foot away to the corner of the mat, getting ready for Shavasana. And then take the left leg, extend that out of the hip socket, extend that away to the corner of the mat as well. Taking the head in the hands and lifting the head, drawing the head away from the shoulder blades, lengthening through the neck, release your head to the ground, and then extend the hands away from you as we start to take our Shavasana. So palms facing upwards, hands about 6 inches away from the hips, breath to soften, nothing to think about, allow the body just to integrate what it's learned. Release, relax. Let's take a nice big deep in breath here. Sigh it out. Another deep in breath into the belly. Sigh it out. One more time. Inhale. Wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, rotating through the wrists and rotating through the ankles, then the opposite direction. Pointing your feet away from you, taking your hands over your head to the floor behind you, stretching from your fingertips to your toes, maybe stretching the left side of the body out, the right side of the body out, and bringing the knees in towards the chest, hugging yourself tightly, telling yourself something nice about yourself, even if it's you came to the mat today when you didn't really want to. Good. And then rolling over to your left or your right, your choice, into the fetal position, creating a pillow with the hands. Yeah. Keeping your attention inwards, your eyes closed, and your focus on your third eye, the space in between the center of your forehead, just above your eyebrows, seat of intuition, behind your hand. Keeping those eyes closed, your attention inwards, gently making your way back up to sitting on your floor, your carpet, your mat, cross-legged, kneeling, whatever is your choice, but just keep your attention inwards for now. Lengthening through the spine if you can, bringing your hands into prayer position in front of the heart center. Perhaps offering this class up to someone or something else beyond you today. And then raising your prayer towards your third eye, your forehead, we ask that we may always seek the truth. Lowering our prayer towards our mouth, our throat chakra, we ask that we may always speak the truth. And finally, lowering our hands towards our heart center, we ask that we may always be in truth. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. This is a little morning or afternoon or evening pick-me-up whenever you need like a reasonably strong energizing flow to get you going for the day. Please do connect with me on social media, The Thought Gym, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube, where I have hundreds of videos on mindset, resilience, health, well-being, personal development and yoga. So please connect with me there, or thethoughtgym.com, where you'll be able to take a free energy assessment, which is going to determine what you need to do to have an abundance of energy in your life. It's something I've been working on for many years to create a very comprehensive, in-depth analysis on an individual's energy needs. So do check that out, thethoughtgym.com, or one of the social media platforms. If not, I hope to see you on the mat very soon, either virtually or in person. Namaste.